All right, Barakatay Howell.
Barakatay Howell.
Barakatay Howell Shai.
Barakatay Howell Shai.
Barakatay Howell.
Barakatay Howell.
Barakatay Howell Shai.
Barakatay Howell Shai.
Barakatay Howell.
Barakatay Howell.
Barakatay Howell Shai.
Barakatay Howell Shai.
All right, Shalom. It's the brothers from the City Indianapolis camp. We want to start out by giving all praise, glory, and honor to Yahweh, Bahashim, Yahweh Shai, Bahashim, Makakadash. I want to give double honor to our apostles and elders of Great Millstone that teach and rule well. Peace, blessing, and safety to the hopeful, they pushing the truth week in, week out. In sincerity, charity, and love, in the spirit of Yahweh, Bahashim, Shai, throughout the four corners of the earth. Hey, we just going to go on to having brotherly love. Because in this walk, you know, we're separated from the rest of the world. The way we treat each other, the way we greet each other, the way we talk to each other, you know, we are different. The Lord said, "You should know my disciples by the way that they treat one another." All right, so we're not the average Joes out here on the corner, man. We're not the average Joes out here that you meet. We're not your family members. You know, the brotherly love is the brotherhood is a very precious thing that we have to take sacred with one another, man. You know? So we're going to get right into it. I'm going to start the book of Hebrews, chapter 13, verse 1. It says, let brotherly love continue. All right? So even though that's a small scripture, it goes very, very far. It says, let brotherly love continue. So we supposed to have that brotherly love always, man. You know, we supposed to always treat somebody else how we want to be treated, if not better, when it comes to our brothers. Because some of us treat ourselves fucked up. You know, excuse my vernacular. You know, but some of us treat ourselves messed up. So we're supposed to treat the brothers how we want to be treated, like I said, if not better, than we treat our own selves. All right, because I'm gonna say because we don't know who we dealing with through the spirit. All right, we're gonna be held accountable how we treat each other. Go ahead, Ak, what you got?
Yeah, this is the book of Matthew. This is the book of Matthew, chapter 22, verses, just straight to the point, verses 38. It says, actually verse 37, it says, Yahweh Shai said unto him, thou shalt love the Lord with all thy power and with all thy soul. It says, and with all, with all thy heart and with all thy soul and with all thy mind. It says, this is the first and great commandment, and the second is like unto it. Thou shalt love thy neighbor as thyself. So, so when you look in the book of Leviticus, chapter 19, at the very beginning, it tells you who Moses was speaking to. And he tells you speaking to the children of Israel. Actually, let me get it really quick.
Why this brother wanted that? And this was Yahweh Shai speaking, man.
Mm-hmm.
You know, this was just one of the prophets. This was the Lord actually giving them this instructions. All right, and there's another thing. The Lord said this is a commandment.
Yeah, yes, sir.
All right, so this is something we are supposed to be following. It's not a suggestion. You know, this is a commandment from Yahweh Shai. Mm-hmm. Go ahead, Ak.
Yep, and this is the book of Leviticus, chapter 19, verses 1 and 2. He says, and the Lord spake unto Moses, saying, speak unto the congregation of the children of Israel, and say unto them, ye shall be holy, for I, the Lord, your power, am holy. So he's just saying that Israel, like the brother brought out, he said you should know the Lord's men, roughly paraphrasing, by how they treat each other. Mm-hmm. That is a portion of being set apart from the world.
Yeah.
You know, completely set apart, and that's where that holy comes into place.
That's right, bro.
Yep. You see, when brothers will come in amongst each other, and we're out and about amongst in the public eye. They should see that light on us individually, but then collectively, they should see that there's something completely different, something completely special in the way that these brothers walk, in the way the brothers talk, and how they conduct themselves in general. And I'm gonna jump down really quick. This is the book, same book, Leviticus 19, and verses 17. It says, thou shalt not hate thy brother in thine heart. It says,
goes to the word, the heart goes to the word lob, if I'm not mistaken. So
yeah,
mind.
You're right.
Mind? Mm-hmm. They're going to your mind. Mm-hmm. So even your thoughts not supposed to be against your brother. You know? Go ahead, Ox.
Thou shalt not in any wise rebuke thy neighbor and not suffer sin upon him. It says, thou shalt in anywise rebuke thy neighbor and not suffer sin upon him. So that's like what it tells you about rebuking. That's part of loving your neighbor. Not suffering sin. You seeing your brother going off.
That's right, bro.
Then you actually you go to him individually. You correct him, or give him that form of correction or that thought of like, this is what I'm seeing, and then it tells you again, if he doesn't hear you, you then bring another man, 2 or 3 witnesses, before the congregation. So there's an order in how you do things. But the main point of it is that, we are keeping of the commandments. The Lord Yahweh, Bashem Yahweh Shai said, if you love me, keep my commandments. So there's an order in which how we should conduct ourselves.
That's right, Doc.
Verse 18 is the point. It says, thou shalt not avenge nor bear any grudge against the children of thy people, which we established as Israel. And it says, but thou shalt love thy neighbor as thyself. I am the Lord. So just to show you that, you're going to treat your brother, especially the one that is in this walk, in this faith, as if you would want them to treat you.
That's right, Doc.
Yeah.
And this is a part of love. Because it said you will not, it said to not let sin upon him. See, because the people, the people in the world, they don't know what's going off. They're not following the scriptures. They're not following the words of Yahweh Shai. Right. So guess what, man? They'll let you go off. Yep. All right, but the man of the Lord is walking the same walk as you, whose line, whose life is after Yahweh Shai. He can be like, no, that shit off, bro. You got to get that together, bro. That ain't the Lord, So we have to be our brother's keeper.
God.
Yes.
And that actually, because you brought up that point, what ends up happening in the world, that's where the grudge come in.
Yeah.
Because someone then called you out on something. Now, instead of you taking the correction, you now are harboring a certain type of feeling that you want to find a chance to hit back.
Yeah, and you know what? I'm glad you brought that up, because that's a lot. That's one of the subjects brothers have to work on when you come into this truth. You can't be soft-minded or self-thoughted, or those soft thoughts of a brother getting on me, he on you out of love. Be glad that he is on you, man. The Lord said he chastised those who he loved. All right? Roughly paraphrasing, who the Lord not chastising are bastards to him. So the Lord is chastising you through that brother. What else you got?
This is I had the Leviticus. You got it? I got something else, but
go ahead. You got something.
All right, this is the book of 1 Peter, chapter 1, verses 22. He says, seeing ye have purified your souls in obeying the truth. So again, following the laws and commandments. This is how we purify ourselves. It tells us in Psalms 119, verse 9. It says, wherewithal shall a young man cleanse his way? By taking heed thereto, according to thy word. All right? And that's how we become purified, through following the ways and getting out of the old man of how we used to be in the world. Just like the brother brought up, those in the world, when you come into this truth, there are a lot of things you have to be retaught, and some of that has to be being able to take correction and not hold that against a brother because you feel some kind of way about the correction.
Yeah, because a lot of men in this world were raised under their mama's titty, man. And I hate to say it like that, but when I say it like that, I'm saying it because you were raised to be soft. You wasn't raised to be you had that father there to give you that correction, man, and tell you to man up. Or you'd have an older man in your life to tell you to man up. So a lot of you guys grew up softies, man. So when the correction come, you all in your feelings, you emotional. The correction is the best thing for your life. It's the correction is what's going to save your life. Because like I said, if a brother just let you go off, not only is he messed up for doing it for you, but he messed up in himself. Because the Lord is holding us accountable, man. The book of Ezekiel, chapter 33, is I go into this a lot, man. about being a watchman. You know, you gonna pull it out?
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Let me get it. 33 verse. You want at the top?
Yeah, you can.
Yep. This is the book of Ezekiel, chapter 33, verse 1. It says, again, the word of the Lord came unto me, saying, Son of man, speak unto the children of thy people, and say unto them, when it says, when a sword actually is it's at the watchman. He says, sending the warning.
That's one too though.
Yep. It says when a
when the sword comes, yeah.
When a sword, when I bring a sword upon the land, if the people of the land take a man of their coast and set him for their watchman.
Right. So a watchman is someone who's looking out for danger that's coming, and the Lord has appointed the prophets to be watchmen. All right, not just over people who are outside the truth, but people who are inside the truth as well. Go ahead.
It says, if when he seeth the sword come upon the land, he bloweth the trumpet and warn the people.
Right. So us, we see the anticipated sword for to come from Yahweh Shema Shai. So we got to get our ranks together as well. You know, we're dealing with the world on a high level, but we also have to deal with the brotherhood as well on a high level.
Sure.
So we got to warn our brothers, hey, bro, you going off, brother. The Lord will kill your ass. You know, the Lord will deal with you. You know, we have to establish that. Go ahead.
It says, then whosoever heareth the sound of the trumpet and taketh not warning, if the sword come and take him away, his blood shall be upon his own head.
All right, go ahead.
Yep. He heard the sound of the trumpet and took not warning, his blood shall be upon him. But he that taketh warning shall deliver his soul.
Right. So that warning, you're going to be able to deliver your soul, man. All right. If your brother give you that warning, you don't take heed to it. Guess what? The brother didn't wash his hands with that. All right, that blood is upon your own head now at this point. Because the Lord let the message come out, you just didn't take heed to it. You know, the brother corrected you, you didn't want to listen. All right, that blood is off that brother's hand.
And also to your point is we have to have the mindset that if you're looking at your brother as being a man of the Lord, we all have spiritual attributes of Yahweh Bashim Yahushai.
That's right.
So he's going to come to you through a brother, whether they be older brother or a younger brother, and in the way in which the brother brings it to you, we have to look at it through the spirit of, okay, the Lord, how is the Lord talking to me, or how has He corrected me, instead of bucking up, because we have this term to say, don't shoot the messenger.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah,
we just a little bit more. Yeah.
Yep. It says this is verse 6. Verse 6. It says, but if the watchman see if the sword come and blow not the trumpet.
Right, that's us. We see the you going off, you know, or we see the world going off, and we're not blowing our trumpet. Guess what the Lord gonna do?
And the people be not warned. If the sword come and take any person from among them, he is taken away in his iniquity, but his blood will I require at the watchman's hand.
Right, you can be taken away in your own sin, but the Lord gonna require His blood at your hands for not giving them that warning. All right, and that's one of the attributes in the jobs of a brother. All right, to give warning, especially we have to correct you also, so we don't go out there and be brothers gonna be hypocrites. You know, Jacob be out there teaching something, and he jacked up himself. You know, so you have to try to remain yourself not to be a hypocrite.
Yep, real quick.
So I'm gonna say we gotta fix our inside ranks before we can go outside. Go ahead.
Yep. Just to your point, actually, Salakia, because you made that point. Ezekiel, Esdras, actually, I always say Ezekiel, but it was Esdras, is one of my favorites. He said he actually came to seek the Lord and to do it, right, and to then go to teach statutes and judgments unto Israel. So just back to your point where it was like, you know, when we come to serve the Lord, we have to prepare our souls, you know, to serve Yahweh Bashim Yahushai. We have to count the cost
Yeah.
You know, the things that we may lose. You know, the things, and also the things that we'll gain.
Okay.
But in that same token, he's preparing us for a battle, for a spiritual battle of a war to go out and teach. But the one thing is too, you know, we can't bring blame upon the ministry.
Mm-hmm.
You can't be out there teaching like the brother is saying a certain thing, but yet you're not doing the very same thing. That's what these other camps you find are doing. They're telling you to keep the laws, keep the commandments,
and then keep
push
it
the
nothing.
commandments, and then yet they, you know, long hair, they get lineups, basic things that can be kept.
Yeah, Jake wearing sunglasses to camp.
Mm-hmm.
And that's off, man, through the spirit, man. Should be wearing those sunglasses to camp, bro. All right, we have to be in the spirit of following behind our apostles.
Yeah.
You know, you don't see the apostles with those sunglasses at camp, man. They got guns at camp. All right, how you being holy? How you being separate from the world? All right, you're worldly. Go ahead,
Yeah, disrespecting the men that came before, like that came
Yeah.
before you, that actually brought you into this knowledge.
Yeah, the scripture say rebuke not an elder, but then treat him as a father. All right, and that's a part of being a brother too, man. We supposed to treat the apostles as fathers. We're not supposed to rebuke them and come up against the words that they taught us. They the ones brought us, you know, they the ones the Lord used to bring us into this marvelous light, man. All right, we were lost without them, man. You know, through the spirit of Yahweh Shem Shai, through them, all right, the ministry was built. You know, period.
Yep. And through that example, and through those examples of those who came before us, they still, through the love, will correct and show you the error of your ways.
Okay.
You know, as far as us, the other camps, just in general, you know, they've been continuously blowing the trumpet ever since, and they've led by an example that we are coming into that same walk.
Yeah, I was just gonna say that even today in their elderly years, you know, they're not young spring chickens, man. You know, they're not old farts. You know, I'm not saying that, but they're not young men. But guess what they're doing? Like this brother said, they leading by example. They still pushing. They still blowing the trumpet, man. They still giving the warning of Yahweh Shem Shai.
Which goes into this point here.
Now go ahead.
Yep, it's the book of Isaiah, chapter 58, verse 1. It says, "Cry aloud, spare not, lift up thy voice like a trumpet, and show my people their transgression, and the house of Jacob their sins."
Yeah, so the Lord it said, "Cry aloud and spare not." Guess what? When Jay go off in other camps, the apostles immediately jump on it, brothers jump on it, and when Jay go off in GMS, it's immediately taken care of. So that's going to that sparing not. All right, we don't. The Lord not respect the persons. All right, anybody who come up against this truth is going to be corrected, man, through the Spirit. Go ahead, up.
Yep, going back to Peter.
Okay.
Yep, this is the book of 1 Peter, chapter 1. We read verse 22 again. It says, "Seeing ye have purified your souls in obeying the truth through the Spirit unto unfeigned love of the brethren." And that unfeigned, Salakia, unfeigned is genuine love.
Yeah.
So it's genuine love of the brethren. He says, "See that ye love one another with a pure heart fervently."
Right.
Okay.
With a pure mind, fervently. And this is that unfear. That's why everybody else can't understand it. Our wives, our families, you know, we have that pure love for one another. All right, and it's unconditional. You know, brothers, you know, the brotherhood is an unconditional love. You know, people only love you in the world out of a condition.
Yeah, if they can get out of
Yeah, but this is just purely through the Spirit, just love with one another. You know, I've experienced this truth. I've experienced things I've never experienced before. You know, when it comes to loving brothers and brothers loving on you, and you know, I mean, it's just a beautiful thing, man. But we also have to be on top of each other. That's a part of the love. You got anything else?
No, that's
Okay, yes. Hey, so Lord willing, this is edifying to the body. With that, we want to give all praise, glory, and honor to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rakakadash. I want to give double honor to our apostles, elders, great millstone, and teach you well. Peace, blessing, and safety to the hopeful. They pushing this true week in, week out. Sincerity, charity, and love, and the spirit of Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai. Throughout the four corners of earth. With that, we want to say shalom.
Shalom.